Hi, my name is Seb Morgan. I'm a Strong First Level 2 kettlebell instructor and a primal move instructor. And today we're going to be doing some workouts using movement and some different things with a kettlebell. So the first thing we're going to do is a warm up and a mobility. So we sit down on the floor. You're going to copy me in a mirror image. So whatever I do with my right hand and right foot, you do with your left. And whatever I do with my left, you guys do with your right. Legs out in front, with your right ankle, make nice big circles. Now as you're sitting there, don't slouch, don't let your shoulders come up to your head. Nice big chest, push your shoulders down, imagine you were getting your shoulder blades into your pockets. Other foot. Make nice, gentle, slow circles, you don't have to speed this up at all. And then point. Good, from there, I'm going to do a figure four, sitting up on our butt. My right leg is tucked underneath with my left foot just in front of the ankle. Change sides. Again, sit up nice and tall. Don't let your shoulders slouch up to your side of your face or that chest crumble inside. Nice and big. We do a few of these. And then this time, as we do our figure four, we're just going to come up and sit on our back heel. Arms on the inside, and again, nice big chest, not crouching underneath. Sit down behind, swap over, and back up. So we do a few of these. In your own time, you can do this every single day, and just do a few extra. From there then for the shoulders, arms out, you're just going to do a nice little S shape behind your back. Try to keep your head nice and tall. Don't lean it forwards. Don't let the arms push the head forwards. Again, be nice and tall with your back and chest open. From there, twist onto your belly and twist back up. Back around onto your belly, back up, and then all the way around onto your belly. Hands under your shoulders and lift and expose that chest. And then down. Give me another spin. And again. And back down. And another spin. And up. And down. This time, come on your hands and your knees. We're just going to do a nice little rocking motion. Sitting back on your heels and then rocking forwards. Do that a few times. And then hold it on the top. Touch your shoulder. Touch your other shoulder. Touch your shoulder and remove the opposite leg off the floor. Swap sides. Swap sides. Swap sides. And now this time, knees off the floor. Touch your shoulder. Touch your shoulder. Shoulder, opposite leg off the floor. Swap sides. Swap sides. And swap sides. From there, nice little crawl forwards. Trying to keep your hips nice and low. Don't stick your butt up in the air. Knees about 1 inch off the floor. Gonna crawl backwards and forwards just a few times. And then keeping the knees off the floor, rocking backwards and forwards. Try to keep the hips flat. Move them back to your heels. No butts high in the air. This time, walk all the way back. So we're sitting down in a nice deep squat, and then walk all the way forwards in a press up position. Walk all the way back. Nice deep squat. Walk all the way forwards. Bring your legs together so you're holding a press up position. We're going to take a little walk sideways. Cross your hands over, open your legs behind you. Close your legs, open your hands. Back the other way. And back to the middle. Now we're ready for a workout. So now we're going to start working with our kettlebell. Now what I recommend for beginners, gentlemen, work with around 14 to 16 kilogram kettlebell, and ladies, around an 8 to a 12 kilogram kettlebell. We're going to do some different exercises today, so we're not doing swings or squats or presses, but something a little bit different that you can do safely at home. First one's going to be called a slingshot. You're going to bend down using your hips and knees, pick up your kettlebell nice and safely. Start with it just in front of you with both hands. Stand up nice and tall, okay? You're gonna lock out your legs, engage in the quads. Squeeze your butt muscles, engage in the glutes, and also your core. Imagine someone's gonna give you a little punch to the belly. You're gonna squeeze it nice and tight. As everything is tight from your core downwards, nice big chest, no collapsing forwards. Gripping the kettlebell really tightly like you wanna leave fingerprints into it. You're gonna pass the bell around your body 5 times one way. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the other way. Really important, you keep your legs locked out, your butt squeezed, and your core nice and tight. This is taking away a lot of tension from our lower backs, also helping us build up a little bit of strength in the body. After you've done 5 one way and 5 the other, safely put the bell down, place it to the side, come back into our rocking position we did before with the knees off the floor, shoulders pushed away from the sides of your head, and we're going to do 10 rocks, backwards and forwards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Walk yourself back. Come up to standing. We do the same thing again. Grab your kettlebell, nice and tight. Lock your legs out. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your core. Grip the handles 5 times one way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 the other way. Create as much tension in the body as you can, squeezing the legs, the glutes, and the core. Place the kettlebell down, to the side, 10 rocks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Walk yourself backwards. Deep squat, come up to standing. One more set to go. Safely pick up the bell. Both hands tight, tight, tight. 1, 2, really squeeze the handles of the bell. 3, 4, 5, other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Place the bell down, to the side. Last set of rocks. Shoulders pushed away from your head, not shrugging. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Walk all the way back. Deep squat. Come up to standing. Shake out the tension from the legs and the arms. So we're going to go back to a bit of mobility work now, okay? Working on the thoracic area of his spine and opening up the chest and the shoulders. Starting off in a kneeling position, just going to take one step forward with my left leg, again with your right. And with my back leg, I'm going to pivot on the knee and do a kind of a window wipe with my foot and shin. Just like so, okay? Place my hand on the thigh, keeping everything facing you guys. I'm going to push my thigh out to the side, let my hand slide down, and then just make contact with the floor. Again, I'm not letting my shoulder shrug up to the side of my head. I'm putting it down, tucking my shoulder blade into my hip pocket. The other arm is up. I'm going to give myself a big hug. And then open up, following the hand up and over. Give myself a hug. Up and over. And we're going to do this again 5 times. Last one then, just squeeze my glutes, bring myself up, pivot on that back foot, and change over. Again, pivoting on my knees, window wiping the back foot, out to the side, hand on my hip, push my hip out, let the hand slide down my thigh onto the floor, putting my shoulder blades in my pockets, give myself a hug, and then open up. That's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Again, squeezing my glute, pushing my hip underneath and pivoting. Give that a go 3 times on each side. So our next workout is what we call a tactical lunge. There's 3 different varieties for beginners, intermediates and advanced, and I'm going to take you through all 3. Our first one is for the beginners and it's just a normal reverse lunge. I take a step back with my right leg, nice big long step, landed on my toes. I lower my knee down to about 1 inch off the floor, push off my front heel, squeezing my glutes, bring the leg back up. Same on the opposite side. I keep my chest lifted, I'm not collapsing downwards. For the intermediates, grab your kettlebell, grab it by the horns, close to your chest, really squeeze nice and tightly and do the same thing. Lunge and back up. Lunge, back up. Nice big chest, big step behind you, knee to about 1 inch behind. And then for our advanced, it's what we call a tactical lunge. You're going to stay lunging on the same leg. So my right leg's going to go behind me. I hold the kettlebell in my right hand. I take a nice big step behind, pass the kettlebell underneath my supporting leg, drive up, pass it again. 2, 3. So we're going to do all 3 and I'm going to do all 3 with you. So the first one I'm going to do as a beginner. We're going to do 6 lunges in total. So 1, 2, nice and smooth, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then another set of rocks that we did before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Walk yourself back and come up. My next set is going to be for the intermediates. Grab your kettlebell by the horns, just in front of your chest, squeeze the horns nice and tight. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bring kettlebell down. Another set of rocks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the last one I'm going to do is for you advanced lot. Because we stick with the same leg going backwards, we're going to do 5 one leg and then 5 on the other. So pick up the bell in the right hand and we're going to step back with our right leg. Passing the bell underneath. 1. Keep that chest nice and lifted. 2. Squeeze the handle. 3, 4, 5. Bell in the left hand, left leg go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring the bell down. Final set of rocks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Choose your variety of lunges and stick with that through the workout. Okay, we're going back onto the floor and we're going to do press-ups and side walking. Now what's very important with press-ups is you engage your core, you squeeze your glutes and lock out your legs as we did before. Okay, this is going to cause irradiation of strength. Your body's going to become one solid structure, and also it's going to stop us from arching our backs too low or sticking our butts too high in the air. That does not count as a press-up, okay? So we go down to our press-up position. Again, don't let your shoulders shrug up to your head. Push them down. Squeeze your belly really hard and squeeze your butts really hard. Legs together, hands about shoulder width distance apart. You're going to cross your hands over and open your legs. Open your hands, close your legs. You're then going to go down onto the ground. Squeeze everything nice and tight, dig your fingertips into the floor. Come back up. Walk to the other side. And again, go down. And up. Walk to the other side. And again. Now if you do need to put your knees onto the floor, that's fine. Now you place your knees down. Pull yourself into the ground. Push yourself up. Feet into the floor. Knees off. To the side, down. So we're going to do a few more of these together. Walk to the side, press up, side, side, knees down if I need to, press up. What you can notice with my elbows is they don't come out to the side while doing the press up. They're moving backwards, pointing towards my feet or knees. Give that a few goes. You could do 5 one way, 5 the other way, rest, shake it out, do it 3 times. Okay, now we're going to work specifically on our core. We're going to do something called the Russian twist. Now it doesn't matter if at the moment you can't do this with a kettlebell. I can give you some variations with that, okay? You're going to sit down on the floor with your heels on the ground just in front of you. You're going to engage your glutes. Again, even though we're working the core, engage your glutes. Squeeze your butt really, really hard. Grab the kettlebell by the horns. Nice big open chest, don't collapse under. Glutes squeezing, core nice and tight. Squeeze the horns and lift it up, across to one side, up, across to the other side. From there, hands behind you, come onto your feet, unshrug those shoulders, tuck your shoulder blades in your pocket, raise your hips off the floor. Take a few steps forwards, take a few steps to the side, a few steps backwards. Sit down on the floor, legs together, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your core. Grab the horns of the kettlebell, up, over, up, over. Hips off the floor, walk forwards, walk to the side, and walk backwards. If you can't do this with the kettlebell just yet, don't worry, you will get there. You're gonna do it without the bell. Arms out in front of you, push your shoulders down, rotate one way, rotate the other way, and do that about 5 to 10 times. Again, still squeezing the glutes, squeezing the core. There you go, that was 4. And you can still go for a walk. Remember, don't let your shoulders shrug up to the sides of your head. So one last time with the kettlebell. 1, 2, up, to the side, and back. And one last time without the kettlebell. Nice and tight in my glutes and my core, trying to create a cramp. Trying to get that cramp feeling in my glutes and my core. You can give that a few goes. Okay, so we're still on the floor. Now we're going to do some sit-throughs and creeping. So we take our all 4 position, knees about 1 inch off the floor, shoulder blades tucked into our hip pockets. I'm going to pick up my right leg. I'm going to push it through the hole between my left hand and left leg. Release my left hand on the floor and just face to my left hand side. Controllably bring it back again, squeezing my core muscles, and replace the foot and hand back to the floor. Then the opposite side, left leg, push out between my hand and right foot, move my right hand and face to the other side. Come back in. I'm still tucking my shoulder blades into my pockets and I'm not sticking my butt in the air, stays nice and flat. Go back to your left and back in, to your right, back in. Again, the slower you go, the more you have to learn to control your body and engage the muscles. Don't go so fast just yet. Technically, that's cheating. So we do a few sides. From there then, we crawl forwards nice and slow, tucking them shoulder blades into your hip pockets, squeezing your core, keeping your hips nice and low. So a few crawls forward, a few crawls backwards, and then back to our sit-throughs. To the side, side, and again. Back to crawling. And one more time. Again, shoulders are still nice and low, tucking my shoulder blades into my pockets, squeezing my core, knees about 1 inch off the floor, hips nice and flat. Again, have a little go of that. Staying on the floor one more time. Now we're going to work the chest, the arms, as well as the core and the glutes. We're going back to press-ups. But this time we're going to do it with the kettlebell. Again, don't worry if you're not so advanced with press-ups just yet. We got our beginners, our intermediates, and our advanced. So 3 different types of press ups. Let's go through the beginners first. His hands just underneath your hips, knees on the ground, and a straight line going from your shoulders to your hips and your knees. No butts in the air, guys. Remember what I said before, the elbows traveling backwards, I'm squeezing my butt, I'm squeezing my core. I pull myself into the floor and push off. I do 3 of these. From there, I'm going to walk myself to the other side of the kettlebell. Do it again. Walk myself over to the other side of the kettlebell. Again, do that for a few sets. For the advanced, intermediate people, place your kettlebell down flat on the floor. You're going to put one hand on the actual bell, one hand on the floor, and again, on the knees or knees off the floor. Keep it nice and tight, elbows traveling backwards, not to the sides. You want your side of your bicep to gently pass the side of your rib cage. Pull yourself in and up. 3 times, swap sides. 3 times, swap sides. And for the advanced, no hands on the floor. You can put them both on the kettlebell. Again, knees on the ground or knees off the ground is fine, but stay tight in the quads, the glutes, and the core, keeping the body a straight line and nice and solid. Give that about 3 to 5 sets. Okay guys, now it's time for our finishing workout. Everything we've done before kind of prepared us for this, but you can use any of those elements in themselves for a nice little bit of a workout at home. 5, 10, 15, 20-minute workout. Okay, we're gonna stand to the side of our kettlebell. Keeping our chest nice and lifted, go down into a really deep squat. Don't lean forwards, just sit down behind you. Hands on the floor. Walk all the way out. You're gonna creep forwards, 1, 2 steps, down to a press up. Come back up, walk backwards, 1, 2 steps, sit through, push back, and up you come, back down, we do that again, all the way out, crawl forwards, press up, crawl backwards, sit through, come up, 3rd time, down, crawl forwards, press up, crawl backwards, sit through. This time, instead of standing up, we're going to do a little hop to the other side of the kettlebell. Do the same thing again. Crawl all the way out. Press up, crawl back, sit through, stand up and down, crawl forwards, down and up, backwards, sit through, stand up, 1 more time, all the way out, press up, all the way back, sit through, and then hop to the other side. This time, go down, walk out, sit through, walk back, and then crawl to the other side. Walk forwards, sit through, walk back, crawl to the other side, forwards, sit through, walk back, into the middle. Put your left foot through. So in a crab position, bum on the floor. Give me some Russian twists, either with the kettlebell or without the kettlebell. Absolutely fine. Back into the crab position. Bring your right foot back through and then swap sides. All the way down, Russian twists. Again, with or without the kettlebell. Absolutely fine. Crab position, left leg all the way through. And again, 1 more time each side, guys. 4, up, right foot through, left foot through, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, up, and all the way through. Grab the kettlebell, come up to standing, slingshots, nice and tight with the body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't worry if you don't have a kettlebell just yet. You can skip this part of the workout. Have a rest. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring the bell down. Either with the bell or without the bell, reverse lunges. So this is our beginner's phase without the bell. 2, 3, 4. Grab the bell. Another set of slingshots around the body. Around 5 times. Nice and tight in the body. Glutes, core, legs locked out. Tall chest, shoulders downwards. 4, 5. Bring it down. Place your hands on the floor. We're going to go through our press-ups, whether it be beginners, intermediates, or advanced. Place the bell down and have a rest. Okay guys, now we're going to have a little bit of a cool down and a mobility just to finish off. So just like the start, have a sit down on your butt, shoulders pushed away from the sides of your head, nice big open chest. Do the opposite of what I'm doing. Again, you could take a bit more time with this, but we're just going to go through it just a little bit quicker. And then the other ankle. And then some pointing. And then from there, figure 4. I'm tucking my right leg underneath me. And then my left one, nice and tall with the knee, the ankle just in front of the other ankle. Again, shoulders pushing downwards. Change sides. Change sides. Give yourself a hug and breathe nice and deep into your belly. Change sides. Do a few of those, and then from the figure 4, sit up onto that back leg, arms inside, breathe deeply. Swap sides. Then our shoulders nice and tall, nice S shape just behind. 3, 4, again you can do some more, and a nice little spin onto the floor. And big open chest, and down, spin back up, all the way around again. Down, spin around, all the way back. And then come onto your feet, knees, and hands. So some gentle rocks backwards and forwards. Again, keeping them shoulders pushed down. Lovely. Touch your shoulder, touch your shoulder. Touch your shoulder, lift your knee. Touch your shoulder, lift your knee. Both knees off the floor, touch your shoulder. Touch your shoulder, and then walk forwards. 3, 1, 2, 3. So rocking again, nice and gentle, pushing your butt back onto your heels. Come back down onto the ground. Spin yourself forwards. Go into a nice tall sit. Now I hope you guys enjoy that. Please leave some comments on the bottom. Let me know what you think. Let me know if there's any more you want to see or maybe try out and play with. If there's anything you want to know what we can do with body weight, body movements, and with the kettlebell. All my details are in the description box below. Feel free to get in touch.